茨城県立並木中等教育学校中学3年生の横川文香です。人をどんどん巻き込んでいける人間になりたいと思ってフロックスに挑戦しました。実際半年間自分で納得感を持って行動するっていう力がついたことで、人に共感してもらって協力してもらって行動してもらうことができるようになりました。このサービスは私が社会に対して感じてきた小さな違和感から始めて、たくさんのピボットを経てできたものです。聞いてください。
Imagine, voice, and action. Hello, my name is Fumika Yokokawa. I'm building an AI buddy, Coitus. Are you in an environment where you can fully express yourselves? Actually, only 36% of workers in Japan feel that they can. I want to change that. I want to make a society where each person's strength is fully utilized. For that, we should be able to take action when something catches our interest. And as a foundation, I started off by creating spaces for self and other understanding. I ran 4 workshops where participants explored themselves through art and discussion. And after repeating trials, learning, and improving, I got feedbacks from 73 participants and interviewed over 50 students. And this revealed 2 big problems. First, workshops create deep insights which do not last long. You might know this feeling. You leave a seminar a 100% motivation, but you find yourself back in your former routines. The exact same thing was happening in my workshops. Second, many teenagers cannot voice out their wants. In my interviews, about half of the students said that this was their first time talking about their wants. They don't lack dreams. They simply grew up not knowing that they can talk about it. So I realized, other than self-understanding, we need something that lets children express their wants. And that is why I'm creating Coedas. Coedas is an AI buddy that does 2 things. It reminds you of what you said and gives you a gentle nudge. It saves the curiosity that comes up in everyday conversations and revisits you a few days later. Also, it helps users to take the first step in sharing ideas with others. Here's my service video.
どのあたりが一番かっこよかった？
ギター。
それでやってみたいんじゃないの？
そうかな。
で、だいぶ前に話してたギターやりたいかもみたいな話。あれ、どうなった？
誰にも言ってないし忘れてた。
そろそろお母さんとかに行ってみたら？
ギターやりたいんだよね。
ギター？考えとく。
お母さん、説明するから最後まで聞いてほしいってさ。
Here's what we have tested so far. Using the OpenAI platform, we built a prototype of the conversation and the follow-up functions. After having students try it out, they were able to talk about their wants. But even though they could talk to the AI, they were still unable to tell their parents. So next, I started testing the gentle nudge. I prepared a short AI recording which children will press the button and play during a real conversation. They felt having someone on their side, and parents could stop and listen. So everyone looked happier. But sorry again, another issue appeared. The children were too scared to press the button. So now, I'm exploring designs where children could be supported more naturally. And of course, people will ask, isn't ChatGPT enough? My answer is no. because it cannot tailor a conversation of the user's style or to interrupt the conversation at the right timing. To create quotas, we need several systems to be combined, and we are currently working on it. I'm targeting the overlap between education and toys in Japan, an estimated 250 billion yen segment. My main business model will be a gift model where grandparents will buy the quotas device along with the school bag as a learning buddy. And on top of that, we will have monthly subscriptions and other additional options. Looking ahead, I will continue system development and move toward a dedicated device with the goal of launching my service in 2026. Let children I want to live. No more missed chances. Thank you for listening.
茨城県立下妻第一高等学校1年生の国札美久です。自分が自立した人間になりたいっていう目標を持って入ってきて、この半年間は自分がどうなりたいか、何をしたいかっていうのを見つめる時間にしました。自分について課題は何だろうっていうので、振り返りっていうところに目をつけました。なんか自分には振り返りする頻度があんまりなくて、足りてないからこそちゃんと話せなかったりとか、自分の成長につながってないんだなっていうのを感じたので、振り返りっていうのを習慣化させるためのアプリをこれから紹介します。では始めます。Hello everyone. Do you take time to reflect on yourself? After joining Frogs, I realized how important this self-reflection is and decided to start keeping diaries. Why diaries? Because it can reduce stress, clear your mind, and even make you feel better. In one study, 82% of people with depression said they felt more in control of their feelings by keeping diaries. However, about 80% of people said they don't keep regular diaries. So why not? I interviewed 22 people and found that many felt it a hassle. Keeping diaries takes several steps. First, you have to open the notebook, get a pen, recall your thoughts, and write them down. Especially, recall your thoughts. Recalling heavily burdens the brain, so everyone finds it bothersome. So, I propose Yubune. This is a service for people who find reflecting difficult. It helps them make remembering a habit by combining bath time, two-choice questions, and conversation. So, why the bath? Why binary questions? Let me explain. First, bathing is already a daily habit. And your body relaxes, making it easier to access your true feelings. And two-choice questions are easy to Two-choice questions are easy to start and easy to keep doing. And the process of choosing can trigger deeper reflection. Now, please look at the video.
今日どんな気持ちだった？やりきった日、それともまだ余白がある日。反省は難しくなくていい。
In my service, you put the device in the bathroom. When you enter the bathroom, it automatically asks you a question. And if you answered, your voice is recorded and saved to a linked app. Later, you can look back on your reflection in the app. To check if the bus is the best place, I did 3 small tests. In the first, 21 people brushed their teeth while watching a question video and sent their answers by line. Some people said brushing time is too busy, but their reflection, brushing time is too busy, but they liked reflecting in short times. In the second test, users prepared a question video on YouTube before taking a bath. Video includes 2 choice questions, a deeper question, and a question for one phrase about tomorrow.
今日はどっちだった？
In the bath,
A.
they answered the question by speaking.
A 肯定的。
そう考えたのはどうして？
今日は割と時間に余裕があって、普段話せないような人といっぱい喋れたからかな。今日は先輩と喋れてすごい嬉しかったな。
Some people said there are too few questions. So in the third test, I changed the question every day and added more question types. As a result, the average score was 8 out of 10. And all users said reflection became easier. Users gave such positive feedbacks. On the other hand, some problems are mentioned like this. But this can be solved in the future. For monetization, I have 2 plans, basic and premium. Looking ahead, I'll develop dedicated device in December. And finally, I aim to release beta version of Ubuntu. Wait, here I have a request for everyone. I cannot complete Ubuntu alone. I want power of technology. I want to make self-reflection easier for everyone. So, if you have even a little interest, please get in touch. Thank you for listening.
茨城大学地域未来競争学科1年の須田こうせいです。フロックスプログラムを通してたくさんの失敗をしたなって思ってて、でもその中で自分を見つめ直す機会がすごい多かったこの半年間だったなっていうふうに思ってます。その自己理解の重要性を元に作ったサービスを、今回LEAPDAYで発表したいなっていうふうに思っています。始めます。
Me Compass, the future of students through the power of alumni. This year, I started working in newly established program in Ibaraki Prefecture called Tutor System. In this program job, I mainly helped younger students at my alma mater through the application essay editing and interview practices. Through this work, I faced a serious problem. It is 12th grade students preparing for recommendation-based admission are starting far too late. I surveyed 22 students and 60% said they began only preparing in summer. However, this is very late. To find out root cause, I surveyed 11th grade students as well about preparing for it. Their answers were all the same. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Their interest and goal are unclear. I I believe this is a fundamental issue. What students truly need is the ability to envision their future and explain what they want to study and why. Of course, teachers are aware of this problem. However, they're very, very busy anyway. They simply do not have time to support students at deeper level because of these tasks. Even so, I didn't want to give up. I wanted to provide consistent support from self-understanding to interview practices. The major barrier we faced was funding barrier. With current system, there has always been lack of financial resources to make this possible. Around the time I had opportunity to attend online meeting, and I heard voice like, I want to give back. I want to support more students, but I don't really know that how donation money is being used. When I heard this word, something clicked. I think I can connect the needs of student and teacher with needs of alumni. In one sentence, Me Compass is self-understanding curriculum supported by diverse generation of alumni. We'll provide comprehensive support from self-understanding to interview practices to students. This is business model that makes Me Compass possible. First, we receive funding from alumni, and our managed alumni tutor delivers self-understanding curriculum to current students. By implementing Me Compass, we will give these benefits for both of school and student. What we value most is the post-graduation cycle. Again, post-graduation cycle. Students who grow through this program can return as tutor and support next generation. Even if they do not become tutor, they can still join the alumni community. This builds strong and sustainable community more and more. Here is annual curriculum. We'll accompany students comprehensively from January to December. As testing, we held self-understanding and interest discovery workshop. With 10,000 yen contribution from an alumnus, we held workshop based on MBTI for participating students. This program can operate 3 million yen per year per school, and 15% of that become our revenue. Right now, an alumnus promised 30,000 yen as initial support for first year.
よく頑張ってるね。次の活動も楽しみにしているよ。
ありがとうございます。次も頑張ります。
Now, we are developing an app that shows student growth, so supporter can see the student growth easily. Lastly, those who deeply understand themselves can choose any future they desire. Under this philosophy, we would like to cultivate a student who can take control of their lives. Shall we join this community? That's all. Thank you.
東洋大学附属宿高校1年の藤田姫香です。私はこのフロックスに入ってからの半年、これ以上にないぐらい自己理解が深まった半年でした。その自己理解が深まったことで自分の傾向とかを見つけられて、それが元になって今進めているサービスも開発できて、すごく新しい発見があって楽しかった半年間でした。締めます。
Hello everyone. Have you ever had a night when you're alone in your room? Thoughts like, I couldn't anything right today, or I'm not needed. Social media is now filled with people fighting the hard nights. So I made a decision. I want to create a world where no one has to face loneliness alone ever again. Nighttime, our emotions tend to sink because happiness hormones increases, stress hormones decreases. On the other hand, being touched can calm heartbeat and ease anxiety. There are already many products in the world, but these products focus on soothing, measuring, or analyzing. Coconut is fills the untouched white space. Coconut is a product companion 40 degrees Celsius and slow rhythmic heartbeat. Then I collect the testers in the social medias who is fighting the hard nights. At the first time, I use an extreme simple prototype like this. The result was a failure. All file says it's too hot. Improving the prototype, I reached the version 4 prototype like this for 6 days. The result was a great success. But many problems appeared. It's too heavy, and we must start recharging every day. I want to reach the places they can't into the birds. Now, Coconut is 6,600 yen because I use existing devices. But in the future, I will sell the product to 2,500 yen. To achieve these prices, I will solve this problem. This is my roadmap. Beginning the new year, I will shift the technical development. Coconut is just has begun, but I will make the true friends at night. Loneliness is not weakness. This is a sign you arrive. Coconut is a product when you feel loneliness at night time without the words. Thank you for listening.
はい、茨城フロックス運営メンターの川澄明久と申します。茨城フロックスですね、みんな社会課題かけるテクノロジーということで、英語でプレゼンをしていくっていうところがあるんですが、サービスを考えていく中で今日登壇をしないという決断をした2人がいるんですけども、ちょっと私の方で簡単にモデレーターとして話しながら、どういう歩みを2人がしてきたのかというところの振り返りのセッションとして急遽ではあるんですが、こういった場を作らせていただきました。じゃあ2人自己紹介から始めていただければ。
茨城フロッグス7期生の大久保織と申します。今回は、短い時間なんですけどお願いします。
茨城フロッグスの和田愛瑠です。よろしくお願いします。
そうですね。で、2人には、この半年間ですね、どういうサービスを検証を受けながら、考えてきたのかっていうところの、変遷みたいなところをまずは話してもらおうかなと思うんですけど、どっちからいきます？
じゃあ私から。
はい、お願いします。
はい。
さん
私はずっと好きなものとかワクワクするものっていうのにフォーカスしてずっとサービスを構築していました。で、その中で、教育系のサービスを作ったりだとか、ファッションとか服装の、サービスを作ったりだとか、最後は長寿症候群っていう課題にフォーカスしてサービス作ったりだとか、もういろんなサービスを毎日ピボットしながら作ってました。でもその中で好きなものと社会課題っていうのを掛け合わせる、組み合わせるっていうのがすごく難しいなというふうにこの半年ですごく感じました。で、先週のプロローグでは登壇するっていうふうに決断したんですけども、決断してこの1週間でもう一回サービスを作り直すって宣言しました。だけどやっぱりこの1週間でサービスは2つ作ったんですけど、やっぱりそれが好きなものにフォーカスしちゃうと社会課題になってない、ビジネスとして回らないってなっちゃったりとか、逆に社会課題にフォーカスしちゃうと自分が納得しなくてなんかやる気にならないみたいなのがあって、今日は登壇しないっていう決断に至りました。
私は今まで社会課題というのが全然思いつかなくて、ピッチレビューデー前までは全然サービスが思い浮かばない状況でした。その中で悩み続けた結果、私のいつも根元にあるネガティブを元にサービスを作れば社会課題にもなっていて自分にも合っている、そんな気がして進めていたのですが、今やっている実況さんという悩みを一言化するアプリを本日プレゼンしようとしたのですが、私の準備不足でやはり英語が間に合わず、本日登壇しないという決断に至りました。
ありがとうございます。ただ2人も本当にさっきちょっと出たプロローグっていうのとピッチレビューデーっていうワードをちょっと解説すると、フロックスプログラムは約半年間のプログラムなんですが、中間発表というのはピッチレビューデーっていうところをプレゼンを中間発表するっていうのと、プロローグっていうのが1週間前にですね、今の状態がプレゼンできる状態なのかどうなのかっていうのを選抜生自身で振り返ってもらって、どういうふうにリープデーを迎えるかっていうのをおのおの振り返ってもらうっていう時間を取ったんですけど、その時にね、登壇するっていうふうに決めたけど、いろいろあって今日に至るっていうところに至るのかなと思ってます。で、あと何個か質問したいなと思うんですけど、実際フロックスプログラムに説明会から2人とも参加してくれたと思うんですけど、あれとかね、めっちゃ電車が遅延したけどすごい恐怖でしたけど、頑張ってきてくれたとかあったと思うんですけど、どういう思いで説明会から参加選考応募っていうのを思って入ってきてくれたのかっていうところと、実際プレゼンは今日できなかったわけなんですけど、その思いからどういうふうに変化したみたいなところをそのままありのままでいいんで語っていただけたらなと思うんですけど。
まずその選考会説明会に行ったきっかけとしては、先輩が、自分の学校に一人いらっしゃって、その方が、学校でなんていうんですかね、フロックスがあるんだよっていうのを教えてくださって、めっちゃかっこいいなって思って、まず説明会に行って、応募しました。で、応募した理由としてはコミュニケーション能力だったりとか、プレゼンテーション能力を高めたいっていうのが一心あって応募しました。で、その成長としてはプレゼンとか自分の気持ち感情を言語化するっていう点が全然成長しきってない、 まだまだだなっていうのがあったので、私はこうプレゼンテーション能力を高めるっていうよりは自己理解、自己分析っていう方に、ずっと半年間取り組んでました。そうですね。だからプレゼンテーション能力だったりコミュニケーション能力っていうところはまだまだだなっていうふうに感じていて、その自己理解っていう部分で自分はこう自分の弱みだったりとかをすごく隠して話してしまう、プレゼンしてしまうっていうのがあったので、そこに気づいて、最近そのメンバーに頼ったりとかが徐々にできてきたのかなっていうふうに、それが今の自分の成長なのかなっていうふうに思ってます。
はい、ありがとうございます。サライルの方どうですか。
まず私がフロックスに応募したきっかけは、学校で配られたチラシでやるかやらないかという言葉に惹かれて説明会に応募して、すごく楽しくて変わりたいなと思っていたので、変われるかもしれないと思い応募しました。実際今変われているのかというと、正直そんなに変わっていないとも思っていて、でもそれは周りの同期たちがアイルはアイルのままでいいとか、伝え方をもう工夫すればすごくいいと思うっていう肯定の言葉をくれたからこそ見えたもので、すごく感謝しています。これからも伝え方を磨くために頑張っていきます。
はい、ありがとうございます。で茨城フロックスとして、今日のリープデーというのは、一区切りではあるとは思うんですけど、ただ茨城フロックスって暁プロジェクトっていうところとかにも採択していただいたり、開発期間っていうのは1月の末まで続いていったりすると思うんですけど、これからのアクションっていうところはどういったところを考えているのかっていうところも、もしよかったら聞かせてほしいなと思います。
はい、私はこの1週間で社会課題だなって思ったこの長女症候群っていうのに今フォーカスして、もっと深掘ってサービス作っていきたいなっていうふうに思ってます。だからそれをもっと深掘りしていって、そういう人たちは何が求めているのか、どうしていきたいのかっていうのをもっとヒアリングしながら深掘っていって、じゃあそのためには何が必要なのか、私がすることは何なのかっていうのをもっともっと考えてサービスを作っていきたいなっていうふうに今思っています。
なんか具体的にどういうふうに行動していこうとか思っている、
今は一旦サービスを作ったんですけど、それがビジネスとして回るのかっていう部分に引っかかっていて、今日は登壇できないっていう形になったので、そこをどうやってビジネスとして回していくか、プラスそれをなんですかね、今ない面白い新しいっていうところ、革新性みたいな部分をなんかプラスしてというか、そこをそうですね、いろんな人に今のサービスを今聞いてもらって進めていきたいなっていうふうに思っていて、だから今日の交流会とか、これからの時間でいろんな人に今作ったサービスをプレゼンしたいなっていうふうに今思っています。
なるほど、ありがとうございます。アイルの方はどうでしょう。
私は実況さんを続けていくんですけど、そもそも登壇できないって決まったのが今日の本当に朝で、さっきまで泣いてたぐらいのあれなんですけど、実況さんにせっかくだから実況してもらおうと思って自分の悩みを入力したところ、やかましい感じに一言にしてくれて、なかなかやっぱり好きだなと思ったのでやっぱり続けていきたいということで、今プロトタイプを作っているんですが、ローカルでしか動かない少しチャッチい感じの実況さんしかいないので、
なんか軽く実況してもらっていいですか。軽くどんなサービスだったか、軽く教えてほしいなと思うんですけど、みんな僕たちは実況さんというのはどういうものか分かってるんですけど、日本語でもいいので簡単に皆さんに伝えてもらえたらいいんですけど、どんな感じですか。
皆さんは考えすぎて寝られない、そんな日はあります考 えすぎて寝られない、そんな日はありませんか？2024年度の自殺者数は約2万人います。理由は様々で、金銭的な不安や病気、人間関係など様々ありますが、私が中でも注目したのが、考えてももうどうしようもないことを考え続けて自分を追い詰めてしまう状態に着目しました。その思考はうつや起死燃料のリスクを高める場合もあるため、すごく危険です。ですが、もし友人に悩みを相談されたとき、友人を追い詰めるようなことはしないですよね。なので、自分の悩みも人事で見られたらもっと優しくできるのではという考えから始まったのが実況さんです。実況さんはもやっとした出来事をスポーツ実況のように振り返ってちょっと人事に捉えられるようにする、そんなサービスです。例えば学校のもやっとした出来事でテストで点数が悪かったという出来事があったら、その時の気持ちとその時頭に出てきた言葉を入力して実況さんに実況してもらいます。さあ本日の〇〇選手、ここでテスト返却の大ピンチ。観客席からは終わったという声が上がっていますといった感じで、最終的には音声で実況されるサービスを目指しています。そしてこのサービスの最後に、もしその悩みを親友が打ち明けてきたら、あなたはどう返しますかという質問で、優しい言葉を自分に投げかける、そんなサービスです。
はい、ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。はい。じゃあこれを自分に使ったんですね。はい、ありがとうございます。じゃあ2人ともね、今作っているものっていうのを、これからもアクションプランとして落とし込んで、まだリープデーは、今日一区切りとして終わるんですけど、特に僕らメンターとの関係性とか終わるわけではないので、これからも相談してもらえればなと思いますので、はい、頑張っていきましょう。
はい、
はい、じゃあ簡単ではありますが、ビフォーアフターのアフタートークとして、お時間をいただきました。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。ね、最後プレゼンできたからちょっとは目標達成したかなというふうには思うんですけど、会場のコメント入ってますね、宇佐美さん。
応援コメントたくさん来てますね。
何入ってます？
アイル実況さん聞けて嬉しい。なんかプレゼン始まった、やったとか、実況さん続けてくださいね、励まされたいです。長寿症候群って初めて聞いた。意味は何だろう。日本人は平均寿命は長いけど、健康寿命は平均寿命とめちゃくちゃ差があるもんね。その平均寿命と何か関わりあるのかな、など、応援っていうコメントもたくさん来ていますね。
ありがたいですね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
今回やらないっていうかね、発表しないっていう決断しましたけど、ダイジェスト動画、私も見ましたが、いろいろディスカッションして最後意思決定したっていうことが大事かなと。悩みましたね、だいぶね。
そうですね、私は11人いる中で一番最後の最後まで悩んだ末、決断しました。
どうですか？
私は本当にやりたいという気持ちで即決断してたのですが、結局立てなかったです。
今回やらないっていうね決断はすごい立派だなという思いますが、次はねこういうチャンス来たらぜひやり遂げてほしいなというふうに思います。じゃあお二人に盛大な拍手をよろしくお願いいたします。
ありがとうございました。
私立 S 高等学校1年大江亮です。僕はとにかくきついことをしたいと思ってフロッグスに入りました。フロッグスに入ってとにかく現地に足を運んで人の話をめっちゃ聞く、足を運ぶっていうことができるようになった
プログラムです。僕のサービスは自分の政治がとにかく大好きっていう自分の愛を詰め込んだサービスです。それでは始めます。
Hello everyone, I'm Ryo Oya. 10 years, I will be the mayor of Tsuchura. The problem, my service start with is this. This is youth voter turnout, 18%. But real problem hidden behind this number. Even reality, that even 80% youth voter, they aren't leading the policy before they choose. They are showing up. Why? I focused on this, the language barrier. To understand this wall, I went to the street. I have personally interviewed and conducted over 250 youth interviews. I was shocking. When I show actual policy document, 72% of people say it's too difficult and don't understand. Who are already voting? This is the voters' problem. Policy, it's difficult from start. And policy, it's all jargon. But this is voters' problem. Actually, politicians suffering too. We don't imagine how people respond. We don't feel like our message is getting through, getting across. There has a negative spiral. Politicians, it's don't reach, stop to continue. The young people, it's don't understand, I won't participate. This negative spiral keeps stuck 18% youth voter. But political nerds will translate this wall. Polylite to do this. Mission is good policy. Replaced will be understandable policy. The process is very, very simple. First one, politician. We will receive the difficult policy from politician. And next, student team, like proposal or translate idea, and policy review. Last, politician receive that report and change the policy. This example, visualization assembly meetings, this doesn't connect and don't interesting. But after bringing assembly meetings into daily life, as a result, the politician says, I got the good review, and he was able to use this policy. But I have a big question. Can't AI do this? I thought so too. So I take a street interview. This is the result. The original text is 3.2. AI generated score is 5.1. But AI plus others score is 7.4. AI plus others power improved to 200%. This is humans' necessary evidence. We are not small business. Japan has 30,000 politicians. And pricing is this. Standard plan has report and translate proposal. Future, we will make the premium plan. There has a PR support, any flyer creation, the web support. My business. One politician sold this, and I got good review. We will catch the real voice. And we are not just relight shop. Phase 1, we will release this service next March, and we will solve the politician's pain. And phase 2, but knowing after 80% who are disengaged, my service's first target is 18% who are already voting. Thereafter, we will make the platform this relight into daily life. Is this my mission? I will ask again, is this truly acceptable? Of course, no. Thank you. We are absolutely break this wall, AI power and political nerds love. Let us politics on. Thank you so much.
三街道第一高等学校高校1年生の佐本ひよりです。私が茨城フロックスに入った理由としては、高校に入ってこれから先自分って本当は何がしたいんだろうとか、自分がどんな大人になりたいかとかって悩んでいた時に、新たな目標を作るためにフロックスに入りました。自分や自分の友達が悩んでいるそのアトピーを解決するためのサービスになってます。では始めます。
Seaparu, delivering peaceful night to people with eczema. Are you familiar with eczema? The number of eczema patients is globally growing in recent years, with more than 1.1 million patients in Japan alone in 2023. With so many people affected, you might assume their problems are well solved, but after interviewing patients, I found many challenges remained unresolved, and the most common issue was unconscious scratching during sleep. Look at this graph. Unconscious scratching and constant scratching were among top concerns, and the biggest daily life issue from itching was sleep. This led us to think maybe people with eczema can't get quality sleep because nighttime scratching. You might wonder, is sleep really related eczema? The answer is yes. According to Professor Yanagisawa of the University of Tsukuba, about 90% of adults and 80% of children with eczema also experience sleep disorders. Why? Because eating prevents sleep, lack of sleep disrupts its immune system, and that increases eating again. A vicious cycle. So I thought nighttime scratching may be taking away quality sleep from eczema patients. So I created Seaparu, a mean to replace unconscious scratching but over a mean to replace unconscious scratching with the comfort of hugging. There are many solutions to unconscious scratching, but all are temporary and don't improve the root problem. But a body pillow, however, supports the body and mind in several ways. Why a body pillow? A body pillow, however, supports the body and mind in several ways. First, it secures the spine and pelvis, promoting the deeper sleep. Second, the act of hugging activates your rest and relax system, reducing stress hormones. Third, unconscious scratching can be replaced by the act of hugging. We tested both types with 15 patients for 1 week. As a result, 2 patients showed clear improvement in eczema symptoms. You may think, only 2 people? Different is this. This suggests Seapal works best for people with short sleep time or irregular routine due to environmental changes. Globally, 200 million people with eczema. In Japan, 10 to 20 million patients are likely to worsen to symptoms due to stress, lifestyle changes. Seapal has potential to help many of these patients. Monetize, we will reach to children and have adults buy our pillows. Roadmap, in January, we will test different shapes of pillows. In February, we will make a pillow cover with eczema. Our ultimate goal is to create a new option, improving eczema through sleep. Lastly, I have a request. If you know someone with eczema, please introduce them. My mission is to build a society where people with eczema can live confidently and comfortably. Peaceful night for everyone. Thank you for listening.
明慶学園高校1年古橋武雄です。僕はフロッグスに入ってからマインドセットの部分で一番成長したなというふうに感じています。自分で決めてやる、自分で行動するということがフロッグスでは求められているというふうに感じました。サービスを作るにあたって本当に自分が何やりたいのかとか、自分の弱みとか何が欲しいかというところと向き合って自分で考えて作ったものになっています。頑張れない自分とか変えたい自分でも変われないというもどかしさを他の人と一緒に成長して変わっていく、楽しんでいってください。よろしくお願いします。
If you strive, everyone else will be inspired to strive too. This is respect. Hello everyone, I'm Take. Today, I will finish studying for the test, but next day, I couldn't do it again. Deciding to do something, but failing to do it. Deciding to do something, but failing to do it. I have days like that. When this continues, I lose my confidence. I think you all have this experience. To prevent this, I came up with a solution to help quitters. I researched about psychology and I found something interesting called social cognitive theory. It states that the human's behavior and an environment influence each other. From this, I thought we need an environment that we can see others who are striving nearby. Respect, make it. Please watch this video. Uh-oh, excuse me. When you open the app, you can see others who are striving nearby. You decide what to do, how much, and for how long. Then start. You finish when the time is up, or you decided to stop. A record of what you have done remains. Look at this PDCA cycle of behavior. Respect solves the problems, deciding but failing. In other words, respect will bridging between plan and do. I actually tested 24 of my classmates. Visualizing others makes my high motivation. This comment was received 13 of my classmates. But it wasn't only positive comments. Many said they saw others who are striving, but they didn't like to doing anything. There are many similar services, but respect has a two different points. One, reality of others via local communication. Two, real-time aspect of knowing when they are striving. I think you all know this popular application, Pokemon Go. It is linked with our actual moving. In same way, respect displays your connection with people close to you. By crossing digital and local, I will spark a new habit formation. 99 million of LINE users is my total market. My initial target is 410 users. And I will capture 10 million users. We don't charge users. We choose advertising and data business. There is a merit for companies. It is clear that what the users have an interest in. This is my target. People who try to study or train, and people who are not successful by using existing tools. This is my roadmap. I will open the app in September next year. It will spread from local students to the rest of Japan. Eventually, even working adults will too come use this. Finally, I will give you a message. Not striving is not just laziness. We can change together as a society. This is my vision. Everyone's passion connects. Everyone's passion connects and encourage each other, even unintentionally. This was respect. Thank you.
内野美です。筑波大学芸術系環境デザイン修士1年です。4月から大学院に進学してきて、これまで地域現場で7年ぐらい活動してきた背景もあるんですけど、研究を行うことをもっと社会に開いていくことで意義が出ると思ってます。今日発表する星は 私の中でその環境デザインの実践の形の一つでもあり、未来への提案です。ホッシーがある世界をワクワクしながら聞いていただけたら嬉しいです。どうぞよろしくお願いします。So hello everyone. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Let's create a landscape with atmosphere. This is Hoshi. So Hoshi is the web digital communication tool. The only thing you need is internet and web browser. Hoshi has really great hobby. They really like to collect human, how they feeling and how they doing, and they put it to landscape. It's really easy to use. First, connect to Hoshi Gate, and please be friend with Hoshi, and they will invite you to landscape. Please tell him your feeling and action, and they will make landscape from it to visual. You can, you can make and share the atmosphere like this, as you see next to this hole. So we have long Hoshi story. You can see this URL from Hoshi URL site, which I think you're using. So please check it out. So good night, Hoshi. Bye bye. And I'm going to introduce about Hoshi service. Have you ever feel kind of like this? Feeling alone with someone else, or feeling not belonging to community. I think there are two common problems. First is not noticing feelings and action with someone, and also not feeling the connection with someone. On the other hand, I really thinking that I believe that this society, they are great will growing in the world. And I also thinking that communication can be more freedom and can be more creative. Dr. Yamanaka from Kansei Science says that the foundation of human communication is, "Mom, come look," from the child. We're making that excitement and experiment from Hoshi. So how to use Hoshi? For example, right now, so now we are using Hoshi, and also I'm thinking that using the empty wall or the monitor, not using, and you can make atmosphere around them. And also, you can get data analysis of atmosphere and make it the one report automatically. We're thinking extension connect to healthcare and also voice chat and emotion. So you can get automatically and make landscape with feeling of atmosphere. And also, we are making to connecting with Slack chat tool and LINE and making Hoshi bot. So they will chat you, "Hello, I'm Hoshi, how are you?" Or like, "We have report of this event or this community." We had several transactions like cafeteria and community-based events and laboratory. So we made kind of like this landscape. We have two services. First one is Hoshi Experience, and second one is Hoshi Project. This is the experience plan, and this is project plan. We have boys from one company. They want to expand the company and want to make more communication design with other departments. So they are thinking to use Hoshi
to making communicate with the other department. And also, research started in our university and my laboratory. We are thinking to using Hoshi as facilitator in workshop. This is future plan. We are trying to developing Hoshi still next March, and we are trying to making beta version in next year. And we want to try to show to abroad company because they have interested in animation in Japan. So the Hoshi turns people's feeling and action to landscape. And we make creative communication tool in the world. Thank you for listening.
緑岡高校2年の根本瑠香です。私が茨城フロックスに入ってから成長したと思うのは、相手にどうやって届けるかということです。自分のサービスを説明するときとか、どうやったら自分の考えを共感してもらえるかとか、分かりやすく伝えるかをこの半年間すごく成長してきたと思います。フロックスを通して私は課題を見つけました。メンターさんたちがすごくたくさんの横文字とかカタカナを喋っていて全然わからないっていうところから始まったんですけど、いろんな人に共感してもらえる課題だと思います。では始めます。よろしくお願いします。
I am Kanemoto from茨城frogs. Since I joined frogs, I started to have new problems. Even though I live in Japan, I often feel a language barrier. Let me show you a real situation. This is me talking with my mentor. Do you know what makes it so difficult for me? Yes, it's a katakana word. Also, the business words often mean something different, and that makes things difficult. So, I asked people about this. About 90% say they struggle with katakana words. And many people said they panicked because they couldn't keep up with the conversation. I realized I'm not the only one. When I asked why they don't just ask, the number one answer was, because it's embarrassing. So, the real problem is not just not knowing. It is not being able to understand right away in that situation. I also checked how much katakana words appeared in a mentoring session at frogs. In just 30 minutes, many katakana words appeared. Even after 6 months had passed since frogs started, students still didn't know some words. But no one asked questions. Everyone pretended to understand. So, next real problem is mentors don't know what students don't understand. So from this, I found two main problems: not understanding right away and not knowing if others understand. That's why I created Katapani, short for Katakana Panic. It is a real-time translation app. My main target is people in business situations. Katapani has 4 main features. First, I'd like to show you a real-time translation. You can see katakana words are recognized, translated right away, and saved as meeting notes. This feature can solve the first problem. This is basic flow. The business term cards and quiz helps you learn. You might be wondering, do we really need the business term cards? Will it improve our memory? Yes, it does. I tested their effect. Visual learning made the correct answers 4.4 times higher. This is amazing result. So with these three functions, Katapani becomes a growth support tool. Next is checking the degree of understandings. It shows how much each person understands, and the data is shared with everyone. This feature can solve the second problem. By visualizing these hidden language gaps, the whole organization becomes stronger. On average, understanding improves by 4 times, so communication becomes much easier. As a result, work efficiency gets much higher. Also, Katapani makes speaker choose simple words, so difficult katakana words dropped by 80%. Therefore, training speed up and costs go down. When people try the prototype, about 90% of people were satisfied, and 80% said they want to use it. For example, companies use it in meetings, trainings, and so on. In fact, some companies already trying it out. As for monetization, it is simple, free for individual and paid for teams. I am here today because I want you to become a supporter of Katapani. Please become a fan and help me make it real. Let's turn katakana panic into fun. Let's make language barrier zero with Katapani. Thank you for listening.